Welcome back, iCyber golfers. I'm going to do a SkyTrak course play for you guys again today. So we are going to play Coeur, I think it's called Coeur d'Alene Resort Golf Course. This one's unique in that it has an island green that's literally in the middle of this lake. What I'm going to do differently this time, though, is I'm actually going to use the putting capabilities of the SkyTrak just to show you guys its full potential from playing just auto putt to actually putting out. The cool thing is if you putt one out, you get that nice little firework display just like you get when you get a chip out. So hope you guys enjoy this. Let's go ahead and get this round started. Coeur d'Alene. I'm going to have to see how you pronounce that. So we are going to play all 18 holes. We are going to play stroke play. We are not going to auto putt. We're going to putt it out. Double par is going to be our setup. Unlimited mulligans like we normally do. We're going to do pin position easy. Live penalties are going to be on. We're going to have to putt it out. There's a 10-foot gimme circle still, so if I chip into the gimme circle, it'll go ahead and give me a one putt. If I'm anywhere outside of that gimme circle, I'm going to have to putt. Altitude will be sea level. Green speeds will be fast, and wind conditions will be off. So let's get this game started. We will be playing from the silver tees today. That's traditionally where I like to play when I play these rounds for you guys. My objective is still the same, though. I'd like to go ahead and try to shoot plus 10 or under for you all. And we're not going to make the difference. You know, we're not going to allow the fact that we're doing putting to change any of our requirements. So we're going to try to meet that objective of plus 10 or under. Let's get this round started. So I figure we're going to go ahead and just start off with the 3-wood here. The one thing I did play this one time before, I want to say yesterday or the day before, just to kind of get a feel for the course. It is pretty open in terms of large fairways. There is a large area for rough. There are some instances where the trees are kind of tucked in, so it's going to be a little bit difficult. But this first one's a par 5. We start off with a par 5, 418 yards. Let's get this 3-wood going and see how this round goes. So hope you guys enjoy. We are going to be putting. Happy with that right off the bat for a 3-wood. Nice little cut. You guys know my shot by now. It starts off to the right, starts off to the left, comes back to the right. Check this out. Ends up right in the middle of the fairway though, so cannot complain about that. That leaves us 234 yards into the pin. We're going to go ahead and stick with the 3-wood. Going to see if we can get this heated up. Start making some really good contact with it. And let's just get it going. So I'm going to play it just a little bit off the green. If it rolls back up, that's cool. If not, again, we'll be chipping up from the front. Don't think I can drive it 233 yards anyway. So let's go ahead and play this 3-wood. Got good contact with that. Little cut. Should still be in the fairway. Nice little run out there into that open area. Perfect. All right, this is going to be a little bit of a challenge. Looks like I am 55 yards away, up to. We'll go ahead and call that 57. Again, close to 60. Want to say, I think I want to take a 58 degree to it. Play a 3/4 swing, if not almost a full swing. So really looking to make good contact with this and get it close. So 58 degree, looking for that 40 to 50 yard shot with this. Happy with that. Did pull it across my body, so it is going to go out to the left. But it's going to be our first opportunity to putt. So let's go ahead and line this up, put it on the dot. We have a 34 yard putt to start off our round here at Coeur d'Alene. I think it's called Coeur d'Alene. Okay, you guys can see the dots kind of indicate the direction the ball is going to rotate. Spin once we get it going. So it's going to pull slightly to the right based off of this. Not too much. Best case scenario is hey, if we make this, it's going to be a birdie. If we get it into the circle, it's going to be a par. So we do want to at least get it into the circle. It is 3 inches down, so this plays like a 30-foot putt. The green speed is fast, so that means it is going to roll. We want to hit this about 25 yards and see if we can roll it into that circle. It would be great to go ahead and get a birdie right off the bat for you all, but let's just see how this plays out. Happy with that. See if we got it there. Nice speed, and we leave it 2 foot out. So that'll one putt us, but you guys saw, that read pretty true. It's kind of hard to tell in here because you don't see the full run out, but the SkyTrak just needs the space in front of it to read the actual distance. It reads the launch angle, and it reads the speed that the ball is rolling. And that's how it generates the calculation to roll on the green. Alrighty, so there we go. That's the first hole out of the way. We are sitting at par after one. We're going to keep the 3-wood in our hand. So let's go ahead and hit the 3-wood. Again, we're looking to try to bring that back over to the center. If we do make clean, straight contact, that's okay too. It'll just put us slightly in the rough, but let's just see what we do with this 3-wood now. I came around that one, so that one's going to go to the, yep, that's exactly what I expected. Didn't get all the run out from it because I came across it. But again, I'm in the middle, so it's not terribly bad. And that's what I've noticed with my 3-wood. Now, as I put more practice in, even my missed shots, they are not horrible. Before, they would be horrid, and I'd be all over the place. But at least they're staying in place, so to speak. 157 yards, that's a 160 shot. I'm going to go ahead and play a 6-iron. It is flat. I can carry this 160. But that's, again, assuming I make perfect contact, such. So let's go. See if we can get this straight more than anything. That was great contact. It's going to have a little bit of a kick to it. Yep, I saw the fade in terms of my swing. Now I'm going to be chipping likely from there, from the rough. See if we can get it that 19 yards into the gimme circle, and we won't have to putt. But again, if it rolls out, doesn't matter how far it rolls out. There are no gimmies anymore, even outside of the gimme circle. So you're either in it or you're putting, which again, that makes it a little more challenging, but it's actually manageable. In the past, sometimes you would have a 2-putt automatically, but now you would have a chance for birdie if you're just outside of that gimme circle. Again, let's just try to get it about 15, 16 yards and let it roll towards the hole if possible. Happy with that contact. See if we got it there. Just inside the gimme circle. Otherwise, I'd have to putt that 9-foot putt, 10-foot putt. So don't have to putt that one. That's going to be par after 2 holes here at Coeur. And that's how I think it's pronounced. I believe I heard someone else pronounce it Coeur. All right, 119 yards, par 3. We are going to take a 9-iron to this. This is my 120 club. Just want to get it on the green. Would love to get it in the circle. Anywhere close, though, to give us a chance at landing it in the zone. 9-iron. Great contact. Great straight shot trajectory up. And maybe pin high. Yeah, happy with that. So this will be a good opportunity. 20-foot putt for bird. Normally that would just auto putt us 2, and we'd be putting. It would just give us a par. But with putting on, now we have the option to actually make a birdie. But look at this. You see the greens, how fast they are. So I must be on a hill. That's one thing that I kind of noticed right off the bat. It does break severely hard to the left right off the bat, and it is slightly downhill. So my play is this direction, maybe about a 15-foot putt, and then let it run to the front edge of that circle. I don't have any kind of inkling of making this. If I do, that's just bonus for you guys. I just want to get it down that hill, let it run, and put it in the gimme circle for par. So let's see if we can get it there. 20-foot putt. We want to putt this about 10, maybe 12. Oh, 20 foot. Let's try for 15. A 15-foot putt. Happy with that. See if we got it. You'll immediately see it turn, and there's the run, and we stopped in the gimme circle. So that's going to be a 1 putt. That'll give us par. So after 3 holes, we're sitting even, which is good. It's a good feeling. When the auto putt is on, sometimes we put ourselves in the corner and we make it more difficult for ourselves, but that's a good start right there. Maybe I'll just keep the glove on. Otherwise, this K-tape's going to start rubbing off. So we're going to keep the glove on for the rest of the round. Usually I would follow exactly what I do out in the course and take this off. This is a little bit difficult. We're going to have to be strategic here. I don't think we can go for it with the 3-wood. So let's go ahead and play strategic. See if we can play like a 6-iron this direction. If it runs through, that's okay. We'd have a good look at the next shot, but more importantly, we want to try to get it in the fairway. So we're going to play the 6-iron. Try to put some draw on it if I can. It's a good opportunity to try those shots. Try to put a draw on it. I think I got it. Let's see if I did. Hit it straight. Ended up going straight for me, but we should be okay. Hit that little embankment. It's going to sit down and check up. Alrighty, I'm happy with that. It's going to leave us 101 to the pin, which as long as it's flat, we'll play the approach wedge. If it's up, we're going to have to play the pitching wedge. So it's 101 uphill. We're going to play the pitching wedge. Pitching wedge for me is generally a 112 club. The way that this is playing, it's playing more like 109, 110. So this ball's in that same category. So let's go ahead and hit this pitching wedge, get it on the green. Setting up for a draw. Try to get it straight when it's all finished with the swing. Got it. It's going to end up going straight. Yep, exactly. And distance looks good. So we're going to be putting this one because we are on in 2, but we have to actually get it in the circle if we want to putt it, if we want to get the par. But this gives us a chance again to make a birdie, which we normally wouldn't have that opportunity. Looks like it does break slightly from left to right. We'll just leave that much for the space. If you need to get more granular, it is easier to use the mouse to place it exactly where you want it, but sometimes just hitting the keys a couple of times is enough. So this is 22 feet downhill, so we just want to get it into the gimme circle or near the hole. Try to play this about 17 feet and let it run. Felt good. I think it's going to go off to the right. Yeah, felt it at the very end. Look at this. Almost. We had the right speed, just slightly offline. But again, you get just excited here when you make one as you do in the real world. So I like how that gives you that same feeling. And I have noticed that even a lot of people say, it's not true. It's not true to the real world. But I'm going to actually oppose that and say, yes, you still have to know how far to pull your club back to follow through. And that does translate to the real world. So I am not a proponent that says, no, that's not real world. I'm okay with it. So looks like we got 100 yards, down 9. I'll play the approach wedge at this, and I'll play the full approach wedge. I may actually aim more to this direction one, at least. Again, that pine tree could come into play if I pull it too much, and that'll just cause a whole problem. So we want to at least try to get on the green so we can 2-putt, but we can't do that if we don't make it on the green. So playing this slight draw with this approach wedge, looking to land it somewhere on the green. Great contact. I did get the draw bias on it. There it is, turning back towards the pin. What a great shot. Sit down. Okay, we can 2-putt from there, or we're close enough, we might be able to get a birdie off of this. Just depends on what the green looks like. If it's flat, I think we have a chance. It's pretty, well, it does have some movement. This is an instance where maybe that might be okay. I'm going to go ahead and use the mouse just because I want to get a little more granular with it. So 13.8 feet. I think I want to aim right there. Hopefully it's enough. Hopefully I'm playing enough break. And I can get you guys a nice little putt out here so you can see the the little celebration that it does. You've seen it in the past, the little firework display. So we're looking to hit this about 10 feet total. The 3 feet is going to be taken off from that 3 inches downhill. So it's going to roll. Happy with that. Let's see if we got it there. Oh, I did not think it was going to go that much. But see, we had the right distance. Just didn't have it on the right line. It did read my club. I probably turned it when I hit through. So that was a little bit on me. But again, that's a par. So we had a chance to make a bird. Didn't make it. We wouldn't have had that with auto putt on though. Coeur d'Alene. It is a really nice course though, by the way. There's a lot of elevation. Obviously, it's based in an area that has a lake. 115, it's down 57 feet. So it plays like 100, basically 100. I'm going to take that approach wedge at it and play this, make this play here. Approach wedge may still be a little bit too much. 115, down 57. Might change it to a sand wedge. I'm going to play a sand wedge. That's what I'm going to do. Just because the elevation. That's the only reason I'm going to change my thought process here. So let's aim a little bit this direction just to account for the potential draw that we're going to put on it. And let's play this shot. Anywhere on the green is fine. I mean, and the gimme circle is great. Let's go sand wedge. Great contact. See if that was the right selection. Great shot trajectory. Yeah, we're short. That was not the right call. Should have gone with the first approach wedge. That's my bad. Not trusting my calculations and instincts. So now we're going to be chipping 24 yards out of the rough. This is going to be challenging if we don't get it into the one putt zone, because then we're going to have to putt it out to save it. Whereas with auto putt, all we'd have to do is land. Well, we'd still have to land in the gimme circle at least. Let's go. Second shot, 24 yards out of the rough. Happy with that. See if we got the right shot on it. I think so. Oh man, we did not get enough. So now we're really putting it in ourselves to chip out, or we're going to get a bogey. But again, there's opportunity on this course. So just want to get in the gimme circle, prevent a catastrophic, 2 or 3, a bogey, double bogey, triple bogey. So let's just get it in for the bogey if we can. 9 yards. That should be 9 yards. See if we get the nice little run. We did, just barely, but we're there. So we're going to take a bogey on that one. That should take us to +1, I believe. That was a par 3. Yeah, did not get it there. Should have gone with the approach wedge to get on the green. Gonna remember that next time. Okay, 150 yards. No, we're going to take the 3-wood and we are going to drive it out here. Somewhere out there is where we want to be. 3-wood. Been really happy with the 3-wood lately. So let's see if we can maintain that positive vibe. 3-wood into the fairway. Yep, happy with that. Should be okay. Very straight. So I'm going to remember that when I do play in the real world, that I don't have to line up so dramatic for the the fade. Just because I have been getting that swing in sync, which in return is giving me the distance. You don't lose a lot with the fade. So 90 yards uphill. My 90-yard club is a sand wedge. But I'm going to play the approach just because I would have to muscle that up, and I'd rather take a more relaxed swing at it, try to get it on the green. So taking the approach wedge, relaxed swing. A lot better. Did come across my body, so it's going to go over to the left. Let's just see if we kept it on. And we did not keep it on, but we're out of the bunker. So second shot, really critical that we land this in the gimme circle. Okay, so wanted to show you guys putting, but in all honesty, if I want to make sure we get this round done in under +10 or under, then got to make these shots. All right, 11 yards. We just hit this shot a second ago. Let's hit it again. I caught a little bit fat. Let's see if I got it there. Might be putting. Little run out. Sit down. We're good. Alrighty. Still sitting at +1 after 7. And you guys see, it doesn't slow us down too much when we put the putting on. If you have 2 players, though, it can really increase your play time. Again, if you're not worried about time, then it's great to get the full experience. But if you're trying to just get through some golf and get your shots in, it's better to just do auto putt if you have more than 1 player. So I'm gonna aim this direction. See if we can keep it in the fairway. 3-wood. Looking for better contact. I haven't got really clean in a while. Let's see if we can get clean contact. That's the one. That was really clean. There's the cut. Let's go around the tree. Okay, it went through the tree, so that's not bad. Last time I hit that shot, I ended up right behind the tree. Okay, 195 yards. I think we're playing another 3-wood. This is a par 4. It's down 14 though. I think I'm okay with that though. Let's see what that last shot, how far that flew, because that was really good contact. Look at my previous shot data. That went 170. Yeah, we're gonna hit another 3-wood. We're gonna aim it slightly this direction, not too much, and see if we can repeat that same shot. Keep it on the green, hopefully. 3-wood. Came across it, so that should have some cut. A little more than I want, but might get a generous bounce back. We did. Now we're going to be chipping up from there. That's a pretty lengthy par 4 though, so going to have to really play this one smart. Try to get in the gimme circle, otherwise this will be a potentially another bogey unless we get it close and we putt it out. So 29 yards. All right, let's get it there. I think we got the right distance on that. Let's see. Just in the gimme circle. Excellent. Alrighty, after 8, we're at +1. So trending in a good direction, at least for, meeting our objective of +10. Let's see what we have here. We haven't got to the real cool. I know the back 9 is a really nice part of the golf course. Par 5, we certainly need to get this down there. This is 520 yards, and it is all of 520 yards. So this first one, we're going to try to take up the side here, try to get it back to the fairway. Second one, obviously, try to do the same thing. So 3-wood. Got around it. It's going to cut, which is good, but should be in the fairway. Or just, okay, we got a bad kick back towards the rough. It's okay though, because we should have a good look at the fairway from there. We're going to be playing out of the rough, but should have a look at it. Yeah, we're good. Let's play a little bit more over to the right. Not too much though, because again, it's only going to go about this far out of the rough. Let's just try to get it in the fairway, further down, leave ourselves a shorter shot, hopefully. Great contact there. Nice contact. Good run out there. Okay, happy with that. Again, you guys know my superstition. I've hit this ball really good 2 times in a row, so gonna pull it out, hit it again. Make this last approach here. So 162 yards, up 2. Go ahead and play 6-iron into this. Looking for some just clean contact to get it up there. See what we can do. 6-iron. Great contact. Do have the draw on it, so we're going to get the distance out of it. Going to be just below the pin for our next shot. So that's chipping territory. We have the capability here. 14 yards. This is doable. You guys haven't seen a putt in a while. It's good for me. Bad for you as a viewing audience to try to see putting. So, all right, again, 14 yards. See if we can land it in the gimme circle. A little bit fat. We might have an opportunity here to putt. Yes, we are going to have to putt to save it. And this looks like it's kind of flat. Doesn't have a lot of movement, but this certainly is pressure. We don't want to add another bogey. So we want to get this ball moving. It's kind of flat, so we just got to get the speed right. Not happy with that. Let's go ahead and use the mouse and aim it a little more granular. Yeah, I think we go right there. Let's go with that. 15. It's actually like a Little 14-foot putt. Is it flat? It's pretty flat. It's coming towards us slightly, then it flattens out. So we want to get this there. We want to get in the hole if possible. So we got to get this 14 feet. Happy with that. Let's see if we got it. There you go, guys. Putted it out for you all. Alrighty. That was a good save. And a good feeling too, because if I had to save that, that would have been a great save. Excellent. Well, you guys finally got to see a putt out. Not just a give me. So that's what it looks like. Celebration. Played that hole really well. It was a pretty lengthy one, 520 yards. And that's a good way to kind of close out the front nine. Let's go ahead and finish out the back nine. This will be my last course today to play through. I did play through a fantasy course, fictional one on GS Pro earlier. Really looking forward to sharing that with you all. It was a Lord of the Rings theme. Middle Earth was the name of the course. Pretty amazing. I played that from the red tees because it is a very difficult course. 3 wood here, par 4. Yep, let's make contact. Got around it, should have some cut. It does, away from the bunker. Or actually it's towards the bunker, but towards the hole as well. Let's move that out of the way, 164 yards. Gonna take that 6-iron. Try to get it in the middle if possible. See where we end up. All right, 6-iron. Let's play that draw if we can. That was a good shot earlier. Okay, that's going to have a little bit of fade to it. Oh, ended up going straight. That's a very good shot. Look at this, guys. Might be in the birdie. Just out. Get a chance to putt, though, from there. 12 feet for bird. So let's see if we can follow up with 2 putts. Just depends on what the green looks like. If it's going to give me a chance or if it's just severely, not too bad. There's some run from left to right, but it's not too bad. Man, I feel like that might be the play there. If we miss it, we're going to barely miss it. And the one that really yeah. Oh, this is going to be tough, guys. So I'm kind of contemplating, should I hit it one more click? No, we're going to leave it there. We're just going to leave it there, and if I go to the right too much, that's okay. I'm going to try to get the speed right, 12 feet. It's down 1 inch, so it's going to run slightly. Going to try to hit this 10 feet and let it finish off into the cup. Okay, at the last second, it kind of just decided it was going to go veer off to the left. So didn't see that, in the actual green. So that's going to end up giving us a par for the 10th hole. And here we go. Coeur d'Alene. Par 5. This is a little bit tricky because we need to keep it in the fairway. But again, as long as we're making the contact that we've been making, we should be okay. There is some hazard on the left-hand side. There's a little stream, a little cut of water that runs down towards the lake. So we want to stay anywhere center, right center, just in the middle if we can. Should have got it. Let's see what the cut does. Yeah, came across that. But again, I think we're going to be safe. There shouldn't be any trees blocking us out. It's par 5, so we can make a run at it with this 3 wood to try to get closer to the pin. I think the hole lends us that opportunity, so we'll just aim this direction. Not going to make it there. Just going to target somewhere right here. Leave us 100 yards in, which would be a good approach distance for us. 3 wood. Great contact. That should get down there into the meaty part. Yep. And that's going to be a nice little distance for us. Going to either be a 9-iron or an 8-iron in. Just depends on if it's flat or if it's below our feet. Uh, 131. Okay, so it's at the front. Plays 131. The tricky part here is my 9-iron, I can hit it 131 yards, but I mean, I don't know what the carry would be. So I'd have to carry it 123. I think we're better off just playing an 8-iron. And if it goes over the pin, so be it. I would rather be deeper into this green than to be short and in that water. So just looking for a nice 8-iron with some clean contact. That's the one. Should have some fade to it. Bring it back to the center. And that is a good club right there. So I am glad we did not go with the 9, or we would have definitely been in the water. Okay, it's going to leave us a chance to putt for, I believe, a bird. Okay, the good news is this is flat. It's just straight uphill. Very little movement right and left, so it's not going to move very much. We just got to hit the distance. 17, 18, 19, about 19 feet. We just got to hit it straight, firm, get it up there. It's a good hit. Let's see if we got it there. Oh, just barely missed it. That was a good line. Sit down. Don't roll out. Good. Left us a par. All righty. I was happy with that. Could have went either way, so just leaving it there was a safe play. That was a good par 5. Good play. 112 yards. You see this is tucked. There's water. Anywhere in front's okay. Anywhere beyond that's not going to be good. So we're going to play that 8-iron again. That one played really well just a second ago. So see if we get the same type of contact, same type of line, and just get it close. So let's go. 8-iron. Great contact. Great line. Just under the hole. Trickled on. And just outside of gimme distance, so we have a chance for bird. Again, worst case scenario is going to be a par, just given the distance we're at right now. So get a chance to putt so you guys can see it. Obviously, this breaks a little more. You guys can see the grain running slightly right at the beginning. I'm going to play that much break for it. We're going to try to hit it flat, so we want to hit it 13 yards to get it there. See if we can drop it in the cup for a bird. Get our round back to even. Okay, that was a good hit. See where it ends up. Just past the hole. I just missed it. Again, didn't play enough break, but I mean, I'm happy with that. It just barely skirted it. I mean, I've done that several times in the real world. I generally don't hit it that far past though, so I try to leave it about a foot or two outside the cup for my approach or my last putt out. Okay, this is going to be a little bit tricky. I'm going to have to play 2 clubs here, so let's play the smart one first, which is going to be the 7-iron, and then that'll be a 9-iron. So that's our approach here. 7-iron, then a 9-iron. 7-iron should get us that 150. It is down 4, so it might get us a little further. Just got to make the contact. 7-iron. Okay, that's going to have a little bit of a fade to it. Yep, I pulled it across my body, but it did straighten up. It's going to be okay. I lost some distance, though, because I didn't make clean contact. But again, even my missed shots are actually, you know, they're feasible. They leave me a chance. 133. It's going to be an 8-iron to kind of finish this off. Is it down? It's up. So yeah, we do want to hit the 8-iron into this pin. Just want to hit it right where it's at. Put it anywhere in the green, and we'll be okay. So 8-iron. Happy with that. Did not realize I pulled it that much though. Am I in the bunker? I am. Okay, did not see that coming. Honestly, guys, I thought for sure that was going to be on the green. Okay, no worries. 16 yards is what we have. And then worst case is we're going to be putting hopefully from just a few feet. But let's try to get it over that lip. Try to land it in this basket here. That would be a great shot. Want to get it up in the air and then drop it in that little gimme circle. Happy with that. Get it out of the thing, let it run away into the gimme circle. There we go, guys. So about 6 feet away. Happy with that. Going to the 14th hole. So we're moving right along. Again, the pace is slightly slower just because we have to putt out, but it's still not that bad. This is probably going to come in around 45, maybe 50 minutes. Playing 18, but again, I'm playing 18 holes. This is the hole that I really like of this course. So I need to check and see if this is an actual course, because basically the setup here is you would hit into this, you'd have to take a boat to the actual green to play your next shot, because there is no other way to get there. We want to be safe here. So what we want to do is we want to aim this direction to the center. I don't care at this point. I just want to land on the green. This plays 126. We're going to take the 8-iron at it, and we're going to just land it in the green. We just want to 2-putt this at the worst. We don't want to land in the water. It's too aggressive to try a 9-iron. So we just want to get it up on the green and go from there. That should be it. Straight up. Back of the green. 2 putts should be what we need. Again, that's assuming we don't make this massive birdie for you guys, and then you get to see a 40-foot putt drop. But I'm just going to be realistic here. Just want to get it close. Look at that break too. So you can see the grain, the color. It's going to break severely this direction right off the bat. Going for 39 feet. It's a collection bowl, so all roads kind of lead back to the center. But more importantly, let's get the speed right to get it there. And then let's just walk away with par. That's the objective here. So this is down 2 inches. It still plays like 36 feet. So 36 feet. So we got to get it there. Happy with that. Let's see if we got it there. Too much. Now I really put myself in a bind there now. So too aggressive with that downhill lie. Now I have 16 feet up to save this par, and it is not easy. The grain is moving. Luckily it's flat right here, so I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to try to make this 16-foot putt. So this will be great if I can make this and save par. 16.6 feet, slightly downhill. Nope. Think about it. Get the good backswing, pendulum swing. I don't think I hit it 16 feet. Yeah, distance was, there was nothing. I was not confident at all coming back on that putt. So again, that's going to give me a bogey. It's going to take me to +2, but not the end of the world. I did have an opportunity there. I just kind of fluffed the original putt into the gimme circle. Par 5. Let's get some back, man. Let's hit this par 5. I'm going to just move it slightly over to the left to play the fade. Just whack this ball. Let's go. That's it. Got some whip on it, so it's going to cut. Ooh, I must have came straight across it. It's going to put me behind the trees. Is that a cart path? Yep, a couple of bounces. So we may be playing a safety shot here. That just depends. Maybe an iron to get back in the fairway. Let's see what we have in terms of look. It's doable to get it in the air, but it is a risk. Could go anywhere. So I think that's the right line. I think we just try to get it in the air, maybe somewhere along this line. Yeah, let's just try to get it in the air. We're not going to get there. It's a par 5, so let's just try to get it in the air in the fairway. Not going to take a 3-wood. I'm going to take a 5-iron at it. See if I can get a 5-iron in the air. Hopefully clear that little opening between the trees where you see the little blue sky shaped like a heart. That's what we're going to try. 5-iron. Got all of that. Let's see where it goes. I think I just went literally through that hole I told you guys about. Yes! Okay, that was an awesome shot. Not going to lie. Went through the opening, 90% air. That's what trees are, right? That's what we say in the golf world. That tree is 90% air, 10% actual mass that you can hit. And I always hit the 10%. I don't know why. 70 yards, 69. This looks like lob wedge territory for me. This is my 70-yard, 77-yard club if I catch it clean with the draw bias to it. So that's what we're going to set up for. So I'm going to move it an inch in front of the red dot. Gonna play that draw bias. Might aim it out a little bit to the, that's a little too much. Yeah, let's do that. See if we can bring it across with the draw bias. So opening myself up, anticipating that I'm going to swing the club this direction and bring it back to the center. Let's go. Did. There's the draw. You see it turn. What a great shot, guys. You guys just, I think I hit the pin. Awesome. There you go. Three feet away. Again, glad I captured that because I could have explained it to you guys and you would have known what I was talking about or if I was lying. So hit the pin. Perfect shot shape. Accounted for the draw. And I only learned that from being in here and understanding how this game works. Okay. We're going to take the 3-wood at it for sure. Going to aim out this direction. Try to play the draw back in. I mean the fade back in. Get it somewhere where we can score. 3-wood. Great shot. It's going to go out to the right. I felt it. Oh, I guess I came across it just right. What a line. Did we clear the trees? And we got out of trouble. Hopefully. Yep. All good. Did aim up slightly open. So I think when I squared the club up, I was hitting it straight. Gonna see if that makes a difference in my game. 118, I do have a penalty, live penalty. I'm gonna hit, let's see. A 9-iron goes 120 to 130, but I am in the rough. So is an 8-iron too much? I think I'll go with a 9. Just, again, try to get all the 9 and try to get it to the green from here. If I'm in front of it, at least I have some green to work with. I don't want to be back there in that pine straw behind this. And I don't know how far it is for out of bounds. So taking the 9, going to try to make good contact and get all of this 9-iron. And I did, so I'm happy with that. Let's see if we get it there. If we do, that's a great shot. We did. We got it on the green. Perfect. Awesome. So that's on the green in 2. Let's not make the mistake of putting through the gimme zone. Worst case is we want to give ourselves a gimme putt. Leave ourselves a gimme putt. So that's considered a lag. Again, we're on that little bump there, so it's going to play off this hill some initially. Then it's going to run back towards the pin. 26 feet, 4 feet down, so that means it's pretty fast. Want to hit this about 20 feet and let it roll. Let's go, 20 feet and roll. Happy with that. See if we got it there. Yeah, that's pretty good speed. Oh, wow, that would be great. Look at that, just 0.06 inches away. About a half an inch away, so there we go. Good lag. That was a good lag. And that's what I've learned in the real world. Don't try to make everything. Just try to get as close as you can so that if you have to clean it up, you're not way past the hole. I'm going to take the, I think we're going to take the 3-wood at it. Try to hit it straight. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to line up in that same setup where I was kind of slightly opened and see if that makes a difference for hitting this straight. So got my feet open, looking to hit through the ball. Okay, I squared it up, see if it went straight. Didn't read. Okay, I think I was just outside of that zone. This might be that situation though, where the SkyTrak does its weird thing and I have to exit and come back in. We'll see here in just a second. So gonna set up one more time. Same setup, same setup. If it doesn't read, we're gonna exit, come back in. Yes, that's what we're gonna have to do. So, shown you guys this little bug in the past. I don't know what it is, but we are gonna exit the round. We're gonna save and exit. We're gonna go back to course play and we are going to continue last round. For whatever reason, that seems to resynchronize the SkyTrak with the course. And more importantly, it gives me another opportunity to make this shot that I hit. I've had 2 practice swings at, so we are trying to make a straight shot here. that direction with minimal slice. And the way we're going to do that is with our open stance that I just kind of been experimenting with here to square me up at follow through. That's it. See if we got it. Yeah, I mean, it still had some fade to it, but again, that was kind of controllable. Wasn't severe, so happy with that. We're chipping across from that distance for potentially a birdie if we land in the zone, or at least close enough that we can, give ourselves a nice little par. So 36 yards. Gonna go with this 58 degree. Try to get it up there. Just a nice little half swing. That's a good half swing. I did not feel like it went that far. Guess I did come across it. Okay, now we're underneath the hole. Now we certainly want to get this into the one putt from here, which it's doable. Just 9 yards. Just 9 yards. Pretty flat. This is a standard chip. Just got to get it there. That's it. I think we got it. See if we got it online. We did. And we are in the gimme circle. So again, just a foot away. And that's what you want. Leave yourself a lag that you can just put away if you have to. This is going to be the 18th hole, guys. We're just sitting at +1. I would say we played this course very well, just given where we're sitting on the scorecard. If you guys watched how I played it, I'm very happy. There's a couple of shots that got away from me. But other than that, I'd say we played this course pretty aggressively and also pretty smart. So I'm going to do that same shot setup just to see if it's repeatable for me. I'm going to aim just over this bunker with that same type of setup. And let's see if it slows or it makes that severe fade a little more controllable. Open with an open stance, slightly turned, looking to square it up at impact. That's my goal. Oh, I got underneath that. So if anything, it's going to go straight into the bunker. So we're going to be playing out of there from the bunker. Going to actually try something unique here with a hybrid. I'm going to see if this is my opportunity to try this hybrid club from here. Might be a bad decision, but what I'll do is I'll take this one shot, see how it works. I'll probably take a mulligan if it's just really, really bad, but just want to see if I can hit this hybrid out of this setup. This does traditionally slice, fade, but I'm going to set up with that same mentality of an open, try to square it up at contact and make good, clean contact. Get it out of this bunker. That is super contact. Fortunately, I caught the lip, but look at that. Nice little straight run out. I think if that had been in the fairway, that thing would have flew. So again, got myself out of that situation. Leave myself 122 yards. It's a par 4, so unless we get close, we might be dealing with the bogey here, but you know what? We can only control this shot right here. So taking the 9-iron at it, trying to go right at the pin, see where we end up. Hit it thin, but I did hit it straight. So let's see where that ends up. Give me a kick. Nice little kick towards the pin. I mean, I think we're going to have an opportunity to maybe have an awesome finish here. Let's just see what this green looks like in terms of the grain and see where we end up. We have a flat putt. Slight little, just a slight little, like ever so. There's a break and a break back. Okay, I'm just going to tell you guys right now. If I hold this out, I'm doing the putter drop, and then we're just going to walk away. So 20 feet, 3 feet down. Again, just looking for a lag. Would hold it out. That would be amazing. So let's go. See if we hit it hard enough. Which again, we are kind of far ways away. Called it. Putt out to save par. +1. You guys saw it. Let's go. How's that for a round where I introduce you guys to SkyTrak putting? I mean, if you can't feel the anticipation, the excitement I have from this, that's what this gives me. Opportunity to play golf, same feeling, replicating things I can do in the real world. More importantly, I finished, let's see, 72. So we finished +1. Happy with that. So guys, thank you for watching. Appreciate it. Look forward to seeing you in some forward streams. Don't forget, I got Simulator Golf Tour play this weekend. Have a good one.